So, and Mary, welcome, listening. We won't be having music today, but I have this lovely, I can show you, brass bowl from a trip to Bhutan years ago, and I just love it. So we'll just do a little of that to get us on the same frequency. And then I would like to reread what Mary said about this particular class and group. So here we go. So Mary gave what I'm about to read to Sebastian for this specific class. My most beloved daughters and sons, thank you for responding to my call, which is the call of love. Every time you gather with love and truth through these holy gatherings around the revelations received and shared by your brother, a pencil in the hands of God, I make my presence known in all my divinity. I am literally with each one of you. I embrace you. I contemplate you and fill you with new life. Your hearts, bodies, and minds receive my peace and wisdom. The grace that proceeds from my immaculate heart flows towards you, and from your humanity is given to the entire world by the spirit of communion that you are. Pardon me. This is why you will become limpid channels of love, pure vehicles of miracles and transformation. I assure you that no one who comes to me does not receive ineffable blessings, just as it always happens when you gather with me in these holy gatherings. I tell you, do not think of these groups as mere spaces for exchanging information. They are not. Rather, accept them as the most holy means of union with Christ, for that is what they are. I bless you in truth. Rejoice in me, just as I rejoice in your willingness to receive the divine presence. Thank you for bringing heaven ever closer to earth by your yes to love.
Bonnie, thank you. That was really good.
Uh, it's, yeah, specifically for this embodiment of love gathering. Yeah. Iona and Hub are listening. Welcome. And Stephanie, welcome. Thank you, guys. So we are in chapter 1, and as Mary was just saying, earth and heaven will sing. Now in the book, it's page 15. Jim, are you on Kindle?
Yeah, I'm on Kindle. Are we on Earth and Heaven Will Sing? A new
Yeah.
Pentecost?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is everyone okay? I'm not going to read right now, but earth and heaven will sing is the title. And we're just actually getting into the main part of the book. And this section is a new Pentecost. Now, I wasn't brought up with any religion formal, and so I had looked that up. And the Pentecost commemorates the descent of the Holy Spirit upon the apostles of Jesus, Mary, and other followers of the Christ. So this section is a new Pentecost. And in this reading, we're going to, rather than hear Holy Spirit, we're going to hear Spirit of wisdom has come to us several times. So, Africa, would you be willing to read?
Yes, but I don't have the book yet. Not this week.
Okay.
Next week.
How about Dominique, please?
Dominic would love to, but I don't have a book neither.
Well, look, then, how about Frank?
Well, you hit 1 out of 3 anyway, Bonnie.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just settling for a second. I'm still kind of struck by your reading that how personal that company we each have is, and how powerful it is and sacred that we are gathering in these groups.
It's not social.
Yeah. All right. Earth and heaven will sing. Picture that one a minute. Earth and heaven will sing. A new Pentecost, soul full of light. I have come to answer the questions that the human mind loves to ask. What is it like to live in the world as the pure love you truly are? The answer dwells in your heart, but we bring it into awareness through these writings, not to present a new doctrine, but so the flow of truth, energy from the spirit of wisdom will manifest and shine throughout humanity. Remember, two are enough for the truth to make an appearance in the world. That is why we unite to extend divine light to the entire universe. We do it, you and me. Thereby is it done between everyone and everything, for we are one being. Further, when you dwell in my divinity, creation in its entirety also does so because of what I am. This is why together we can cause, so to speak, a leap in universal consciousness. And we do.
Let's,
Beloveds, oh,
let's-
excuse me. Mhm.
I mean, I might have you read some more, but can we pause there? There's a lot in these paragraphs, in this section. Anyone, is there a sentence or two or a thought that comes up for you?
Bonnie, I will just put one thing in because I've highlighted and underlined some things, which is kind of my fashion, and it's amazing to go back through second, third, and fourth readings, even at one setting, and have another word take on more depth or an underline or something like that. Based on what you started out with and the reading of how personal it is with Mary and us, this we thing, and I've underlined each of those we's. I missed one, but I'll go back and get it twice, because I'm just going to say what my experience is. There's been an internal conversation and dialogue, uh, some of it with the self I've made and all the different selves, but I recognize that that voice is all one anymore. The realness and the depth that is taken on a palpable experience of true relationship. It's just like talking to you right now, many times for me. And wow, the idea that we are alone is just completely thrown out.
Thank you. Yeah. Ruben, would you be willing to read those two paragraphs again, please? Thank you, Mark.
Yes. A new Pentecost. Soul full of light. I have come to answer the questions that the human mind loves to ask. What is it like to live in the world as the pure love you truly are? The answer dwells in your heart. But we bring it to awareness through these writings, not to present a new doctrine, but so the flow of truth, energy from the spirit of wisdom will manifest and shine throughout humanity. Remember, two are enough for the truth to make an appearance in the world. That is why we unite to extend divine light to the entire universe. We do it, you and me. Thereby is done between everyone and everything. For we are one being. Further, when you dwell in my divinity, creation in its entirety also does so because of what I am. This is why together we can cause, so to speak, a leap in universal consciousness. And we do. Thank you.
Thank you. when you dwell in my divinity, creation in its entirety also does so, because of what I am. That's going back to really what we read earlier, what Mary shared about this group and this particular book, The Embodiments of Love. Wow. Jim, would you read?
I would. Beloveds, as the spirit of wisdom, I know human nature and the way it manifests. For this reason, we can co-create a concrete path that helps integrate divine knowledge with human expression. In other words, heaven and earth into a harmony of being. Reunion of heaven and earth takes place in you. Reunion of heaven and earth takes place in me. Can you now understand how important your role in the choir of creation? How important is your role in the choir of creation? Humanity will gather within itself everyone and everything in divine reality, in the fullness of love. In light of that, how does one know whether or not they are living in union with the truth of who they are? This question lives every heart that receive these. I think he left a word out. I think it's this
Think so.
question
Yeah.
lives in every heart
Yeah.
that receives these words. All humanity, without distinction of creed, gender, age, or social and cultural status. Can you begin to live here and now as the love you are? Is it possible to live as a divinized man or woman while remaining in time? Is this claim merely utopian, which may serve to elevate thought, but is unattainable? These questions have been in your heart for a long time. Many sons and daughters sincerely wish to live in harmony with the will of love, but often feel that the world makes it impossible.
Reflections.
Absolutely. I love, can you begin to live here and now as the love you are? Is it possible to live as a divinized or divinized man or woman while remaining in time? And I'm reflecting on that like at 80 years, like what possibly new could happen. You know, it's like there's a part of me is like, well, it looks like in this body, I have maybe 20 years left. Just an estimate. But my awareness keeps growing and growing and growing and expanding. And that's what cracks me up. And that's why I feel so young and look so young, because I'm I'm youthening from the inside. And that's just fantastic. Like when I look at that arc of 80 years, the time I was born, literally 9 days after they dropped the bomb, you know. So a whole new way of living on Earth was birthed in that time frame. So can I begin to live here and now? And yeah, yeah. And it's like very exciting to me. And I just think it's like exponential. I think I'm going to open more in these last 20 years than I have in the previous 80 in terms of these kinds of things. That's incredibly exciting to me. So yes, I can live here and now as the love that I am, and I think that will just keep increasing. And it's very helpful hanging out with gangs like this.
Mm.
Do we have a tattoo for our gang yet? Like the sparkle in our eyes or something like that. So yeah,
Thanks. Yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
very good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure these days will be very reflective and introspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that the question? Is it possible to live as a divinized man or woman while remaining in this body in time?
Mhm.
That's my question. I've said before, kind of my vocation. Yes, it is. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Yeah. Mark. Or, I'm sorry.
Mark?
Right.
You know, I've been called Mark several times. A
Lot of
I
similar.
told him we look so much alike, you know?
We're becoming one, literally.
No, this is so timely because I attended a memorial service online for my sister-in-law yesterday. They're up in Colorado, in fact, in Georgetown. And I called my brother this morning to see how he was doing, because it was, even though they'd been divorced, there was still significant love between the two of them, which was even voiced during the funeral and what he said. But we got to talking about this idea, this question. I mean, this is perfect, Jim. Can you begin to live here and now as the love you are? I'm saying for me that in those moments that I truly am in the state of grace, that is exactly what's happening. And I believe that's the purpose why we're here, because in those moments, we are extending love into form. So the modeling that comes out of that was what we got to talking about. How he handled himself as he presented in front of the church his feelings about his wife. How his daughter did it, how his son did it, how proud of all three of them I was. And they had grandsons sitting there watching all this stuff, feeling all this stuff. We have, many of us, people in our lives, in our part of our universe, that when we cultivate the energy that this group does, and we begin to carry that into the moment, whoever is within our sphere of influence, and then take it way beyond that. Because for me, when I sink into that state of unity, it just keeps expanding. And I'll add one piece to that. A lot of that's been giving love, but the idea of receiving simultaneously and sharing that with each other. For me, that's very much what the Course in Love is talking about. that this is the new sharing of consciousness that's beginning to occur. Thank you.
Thanks, Frank. Yeah, I have felt for many years now that I am being watched. We are being watched. We may not always know by whom, but I know, like my granddaughters, they may not say a lot and we're pretty close and I get way out there with them. Yeah, it's not what I say, it's who I am. And yeah, I think that's part of what Mary is saying around what goes out from this group. You know, our collective frequency, our energy just becomes a transmitter. And I believe that. Thanks. Reuben.
Yeah, the last lines of what we just read, these questions have been in your heart for a long time. Many sons and daughters sincerely wish to live in harmony with the will of love, but often feel that the world makes it impossible. I had the world over here, and I had Ruben over here. And the only thing is holding these two thoughts in my mind is the pure energy.
Mhm.
Is the pure energy. So I take all these two thoughts out of that. And I just let love, I just let energy embrace whoever approach me through this physical or even through this energy. In reality, what I am, who we are, is this energy. Because these two thoughts, these words just come and go, come and go, come and go. They're temporary, but this one over here in the middle is always protecting these thoughts. So in my own experience, I am this energy protecting this body, Ruben body. In my own experience, I am this energy holding this universe, this humanity. Because there is only one energy, there is only one. So we are everything, but we are holding everything. So when I go to a meeting or a funeral or to the store, they're just thoughts. From this point of view, from that energy, I never stop being this energy. This energy is eternal. So from the moment I realize that I am this energy, I start focus on the energy and the body heals. And Jim said, Jim is right. The moment we embrace this energy, we start to live from eternity and the body can feel it. Every cell of our bodies can feel it.
Mhm.
So I just need to stay in my identity. I need to, that's my identity. I am pure love. I am that energy that embraces this physical body. I go and dance, move the body from the energy point of view. And I let the energy of the music embrace this body and do whatever. I mean, everybody's alive when we or when I embrace the truth of what I am, pure love. And I'm not alone. Mother Mary's there, Jesus is there, everybody's there, the whole kingdom is there. So when I am enjoying whatever I'm enjoying, everybody is enjoying it too, because everybody is being held in that energy. Thank you. I'm complete.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I think we can all really feel that for ourselves, you know. It's tricky. Not getting too attached to the body. I mean, we obviously need it to get around and be who we are. And I find for myself, as I age, I mean, sometimes I'll just say, look, okay, body, you go have your little pity party and you work out whatever it is that you have going on. But I'm going to go over here. And I find often that if I have idiosyncrasies or things going on, it's best for me not to focus on it or name it. Notice, give it love, and just, it's hard. It's very hard, I think, for me to fully accept who I am, what I am. Yeah. Anyone else? Dominique?
Okay, I didn't plan to talk, but since you bring it to me, I have a question. I'm just standing a little bit with my eyes big open. I don't understand when you say it's very hard for me to accept who I am. I did I misunderstood, or is this something that I would like for you to explain if I misunderstood, or what you mean by saying it's very hard for me to accept who I am? I love to know.
For me personally, Dominique, I know we all come in with our lessons and I think what we're supposed to work on. For me, it's actually been self-esteem from the beginning, and I didn't have it. And then being a teacher, I found how much how important it was. And part of my journey, the bottom line, like in the Bible and Africa, in the human design system, know thyself. And that has been my journey. And a lot of it was, oh, no, I couldn't be beautiful and love and lovable. And I witnessed that a lot in teaching, especially junior high and high school, and even up into college. My goodness, we hate ourselves, as humanity, and how tragic is that? And so I don't know if that's helpful, but for me and in witnessing others, it's like, oh, it's okay for her or for him to love himself. Look at him, he's awesome. And I have found that that's maybe not universal, and part certainly of my growth absolutely was learning to love myself and to love myself unconditionally. That's the next level up for me. I don't know if that's helpful.
Yeah, as a reason I say this because this is a big theme. This has been the big theme of my life, is to accept myself unconditionally, which has been very, very difficult, very, 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 very difficult, and challenging. But I think I know that now at this place, when we are standing on the holy ground because we found the depths of the depths that we are, and we find our pristine blueprint, and we don't give up. We are in this lifetime to shine this light, and that's what I'm so attracted to you and who you are, because of your radiance and your purity and your depth of integrity. And I connect tremendously. So I just know that now, now this is the new world where I don't have to be arm open, accepted by everybody that I know and that I have grew up with. Doesn't matter. I have the certainty, and I live for the truth of what I've been created to be. And nothing is going to stop me.
Amen, sister. Woo! I mean, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, Dominique, for sharing. I mean, we're all reflections for each other. There's only one of us here, and man, this journey is not easy. And yet here we are. Here we are in the doing the work. Like was said here, we do it. We do it. You and me. Bless our hearts. Oh God, bless our hearts, you guys. Ah, thank you, Dominique. I love you. Africa.
Well, two things that I want to mention. You mentioned human design. I do practice human design. And Dominique, you said blueprint. Pretty much I've been studying many, many religions, like everyone here. And that was the only tool that helped me realign myself, and like look at myself from the inside out through this lens. And I tell, everyone about it, but it's just, this aligns with that, what we're experiencing. And the word that I was trying to like look up right now that popped up from the readings is Pentecost. and there is no like one world unified definition of it. So this is the new Pentecost, I believe, like the new earth, the new heaven, and we're bringing that into form in our own way. That's what I mean. I was trying to look up a universal definition, but there isn't. Like this in Hebrew means that and that. It's like, okay, we're the new Pentecost, I guess, or bringing it in. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa. Yeah, I'm not doing the readings anymore, but I trained and became an analyst and I mean, the whole system's about when are we going to love ourselves, and the designs help us understand our obstacles, and yeah, it's a gift. It's another know thyself tool. Thank you. Jim.
Yeah, a couple things. I just like to Pentecost has got the pente in there. It always means 5 something, and it refers to the 50th day. 50 days after Easter is, and in the Jewish tradition, it's 50 days after Passover. So that's the root of the word. So that's one piece.
Yeah.
And the other piece is, thank you, Dominique, for sharing that. And what I found important over the years is, as I've grown through what I've read, the workshops, the meetings, it's really good. Like, I'm not going to share myself at a Trump rally. That's casting pearls before swine. I'm probably not going to walk into a Hells Angels meeting and start sharing my guts out. So I think what's important is that I've learned to share where I feel I'm going to be heard. And that's the value of a group like this and these readings. And it doesn't make any difference. I'm finding out it doesn't make much difference what the book is. We're the ones that make the difference. So, and whether we share or not, everybody comes up on the screen. I look at you all and go, oh, that in itself is an energy shift. And when the meeting's over, I just walk away, just open more and more. So as we just keep aligning ourselves with what we know to be true, what we know to be loving, what we know to be strong. I'm just struck by, like, it just came to me the other day. Everybody's talking about Trump and he's using his power and all of a sudden I realized, no, he's not. He's using his force. He has no power. And people like Putin, they don't have power. They have force. That's what they've got. And it was really good for me to make that distinction. And it keeps coming down to distinctions of where I'm going to put my time. I'm going to put it in places that reflect back or create or are in alignment with what I know to be true. That's power. And that's how I grow, and that's how we grow. So thanks for sharing that, Dominique. Just like it just boom, brought all that up. Yeah.
Thanks, Jim. And again, Dominique. Ruben, dear man.
I'm just here listening to Mother Mary speaking, receiving her grace that proceeds from her to me and from me she extends to all humanity. And I'm not worried about my neighbor. Sooner or later, it's going to get it. I'm not worried about my dog. Sooner or later, they're going to get it. I just need to stay on the grace and the truth. And in the beginning, it was hard because I had many obstacles to this truth. You know, I was surrounded by it. Whatever I was learning in the whole world, the whole system, I did a great job. I was the best. And now I had to let it go. And same with every cell of my body, they had to let it go, the past. Same with my neighbors, same with my family. Sorry, but you had to let me go, and I had to let you go because the truth is without, see, without all these thoughts. The truth is in the middle. The truth is the energy. So the more I stay in the energy, that's what Mother Mary is. That's what healing is. That's what everything is in the middle. And that extends itself to everything. Thank you for that wonderful job you did, Bunny Edie, on this physical world. But now we're embracing the truth world, a reality that is this energy. It is hard for the thinking mind, but it is a relief. Even for the mind, it is a relief. We are the truth. So what about my grandkid? They're still there, Ruben. And the only way that you can protect them is being the energy. They don't have to know nothing. When they're ready, they're going to get it. Because I'm not planning to leave this place, like Dominic say. I'm not planning to leave my identity at all for those bodies. No, not even for this body. That's the only way that I can protect this body, being the energy, being one with everything, being love. And I say, let yourself be embraced by love. And that's what I tell these cells, these organs, those neighbors, those dogs, Donald Trump, whoever, let yourself be loved. That's the only way out. You're going to be ready when you're ready. And at the beginning, my cells, my organs, my bones, they are refused, but sorry, but you had to come with me.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody has to come. And this is your time. This is my time. This is our time. Because if you don't come with me, that is an illusion is going to get you. Hey, that is an illusion. It's going to get you. So come with me. And they come and they come. They come and go. They come and go. That's fine. But I am not going back.
No.
I stay like, come to Papa. Come to Papa. Thank you. I just wanted to share that. I'm complete.
Thank you, Ruben, dear. Yeah, it's too late. We know. Once you know, I could use a very nasty word, but once you know, it's just simply too late, folks. I love you, Ruben. Thank you. Mark Frank.
Sorry, I just have to get a chuckle out of that. You know, I was so gifted to have moved into the counseling profession, just rooted in discovery of A Course in Miracles and the 12-step program. Not what they said in words, but the energy that I felt in each revelation that was then applied to daily life. Then the issue became, well, if I'm working with people, which is part of my work, of people that don't want to be there, and certainly have different aspects of what they think God is, how do I deliver these universal truths? And Ruben, you were talking today, and I think it's fundamental. This idea of pure energy that's what we are, that's what everything is. And energy is love. The frequency just has to be received, and it's there in that energy. So if I take that idea back to the people that I was working with, felt energy. And we're always talking about moment by moment. So some of you have witnessed this because I've done it a number of different times. But the question of how do I carry this into a practical application? And I don't know how it dawned on me. I do know how, actually. But a wooden kitchen match. Because if you take any repeating pattern, let's just take Trump as a perfect example. You know, if you're reacting to him or his policies or whatever, that every single time it's going to happen, you're going to get an ignition of energy. And if you picture what an old wood match does when you first strike it, it will not go out. It's just flaring. And if you don't stop that, it'll ignite the rest of the matches in the box. But who has to live with the fire? Right? So going back down to the idea of that image of a single match, the instant that we're triggered by something, and repeating patterns again are golden for that. Just picture that match igniting, and we're holding the stick, and we watch the flare up die down, and the flame gets very small as it consumes the rest of the stick, and how easy it is to put it out after that. And I'm telling you what, if other people witness your match going off on the inside, just picture your face getting red with the reaction. But you stop them and say, give me a second. And they witness that blood draining out of your face. And you go back to that place of pure energy, of peace with yourself. That's mirrored outside for everyone out there. And I think that's exactly why we're here. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you. Aren't we just darling? We are just darling. All of us. All of us. Oh my goodness. Okay. Part of the format for We Embodiments of Love group is to take a few minutes of meditation at the end, and we might go over, let's do it for 5. We'll go over a couple of minutes. And again, I'll use the bowl. Thank you everyone for literally being here, sharing your unique love. I'm so grateful.
Bonnie, can you put that bowl pretty close to the microphone? Because I didn't hardly hear it last time.
Okay, I'm not sure Jim, where's the microphone on my computer? Or I can turn my sound up, Frank. Hang on. Yeah, I've got it full. But I can be more aggressive too.
It's at
So
It's at the top of your keyboard. It's just a little hole in the platform. You wouldn't even hardly notice it. So just put the bowl close to your keyboard.
Okay. Thanks, Frank. Okay, you guys. See you on the other side. Oh. Thank you, you guys. Have a glorious day. Mwah.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Thank
Good to
you.
see all of you.
Yeah, Africa, thank you for recording.
Love you guys.
Anytime.
Happy
See you next
birthday.
week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you everywhere.
Mm,
Mhm.
Africa.